1990! That's the year that LEGO gave us one of the greatest LEGO sets of all time. It's the amazing M-Tron Mega Core Magnetizer. Bro, the play features on this set are frickin' insane. So many hidden compartments, so much charm, and some pretty clever designs. Come with me, let's check out why this set is frickin' incredible. They don't make LEGO sets like they used to. 6989 Mega Core Magnetizer from the wonderful classic space sub-theme, M-Tron. The size of this set is so impressive. I mean, just look at the tire next to this minifigure. Dang! But alright, the play features, let's get right into it. The Mega Core Magnetizer has this nice turning action. Some elements in the middle allow for this nice little front section to bend and flex. And it drives pretty well. There's something very satisfying about moving around this giant machine. One nice touch is this dish in the middle, it moves with the vehicle. So as you rotate it, the dish actually stays in position, while the whole rest of the front turns and moves. Does it accomplish much? Nope. Does it look nice? Is it a nice little touch? Sure. Even though it doesn't really do anything, I still like it. Okay, yeah, so alright, it can swivel a bit. Whoop-de-frickin-do. That's not the main attraction here. The main attraction here is, well, the M in M-Tron, which from my understanding stands for magnet. This crane up top, it's quite a delightful little mechanism. And just nearby, you might notice something stored inside the vehicle, right here. Well, rotating the wheel on the side here, it allows the crane to move backwards and forwards. And the magnet can link up to this little vehicle. You can pick it up, you can swing the crane around, extend the crane out and in, whatever you want. And with a simple rotation, the crane can lower down, drop off the vehicle, and give it to our little M-Tron companion down below. Fantastic! And the little vehicle itself is nice and cute. Simple, but adorable. How cool is that? And the magnets serve a couple other functions. Moving back up top, the crane can move around and pick up this little container in the center. And yeah, you can repeat the same process, drop it off below, all that kind of stuff. Inside the container, there's two studs. I believe these are meant to be like energy crystals, and that's just how they looked back in the day. And another function for these magnets are the two larger containers on the sides. You can pick them up too. I quite like the very chunky, futuristic design of these boxes. Anyway, let's lower them down and take a look at what's inside. Lifting up the panels on one of them reveals a fire hose, a few tools, and these backpacks. The backpack can of course be removed, and it gives your minifigure some cool new accessories. They're nice. I really like how these are actually inserted back into the container. You'll see there's this very, very tiny little gap. And yeah, you simply slide the backpack into this gap. It's a snug fit, but hot dang, it works. There's something very satisfying about how much you can stuff into this container. I mean, heck, even the way the little cars fit in up top. The amount of goodies that are just everywhere. So much is packed into a somewhat small space. Even the cockpit up front. You need to unlock this bit first, and then you can lift up the windscreen. And inside, 3 pilots, all neatly seated in a row. And look at them with their little smiling faces. Yeah, they got their little data pads. I don't know, this is so happy and so fun. And it's quite an engineering marvel just how much fits into this toy. It's all so compact, it's all so satisfying. Anyway, back to the contents of this container. So why are there a bunch of hoses? Well, in various LEGO catalogs, M-Tron is described as a search and rescue faction. That was the case pretty much everywhere in the world, except in the United States. M-Tron was actually introduced as a mining faction, which when you think about it, explains those energy crystals. Although, if they're a mining faction, they don't really have a lot of drills. In fact, they have no drills at all. I don't know how they get these crystals. But okay, when you think about it, there's a crane up top. There's fire hoses. It almost implies a kind of firefighter, search and rescue vibe. It works. And I don't know, with all that in mind, the minifigures' smiling faces just become that much more delightful. They're not here to fight you, they're not gonna ravage your landscape and steal your resources. Nah, they're here to put out your fires. They help you by repairing your ship and rescuing you when you're in a pinch. Dude, old school classic space is so charming. A happy little fun utopia. Beautiful. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the coolest play features in this set, it's on the back. So you'll see these arrows, which implies that, yeah, you could move these jets, but trying to do so, you can't. Well, if you move up these little locks, now you can move them. And this allows you to open up the door and inside, another vehicle. Isn't that great? More hidden compartments, a mechanism that locks. I just adore big vehicles with hidden compartments and all sorts of play features like this. I mean, it explains my all-time favorite Lego set, the Agent's Mobile Command Center. That thing is packed full of so many goodies. And I guess this one is too. I guess I just like these kind of sets. As for the minifigures, well, I don't mean to brag, but I actually have every M-Tron figure. Here they are, all in one picture. Cause yeah, there's only one M-Tron figure. For the most part, they're identical. I mean, it's nice, you can buy one set and you got the complete collection. That's alright. But mad shout out to the updated M-Tron figure that came in the modern LEGO Space collectible minifigure series. That figure looks freaking amazing, it's such a good upgrade. So okay, that's the set. Isn't it great? I'd love to encourage you to go online and buy one for yourself, but these bad boys can set you back a lot of money. Yeah, like 300 to 400 Aussie dollars. And that's for a used one. By the way, 300 to 400 Aussie dollars is like 230 American dollars. Although if you want one of these sealed in box, bro, it is mad expensive. Several $1,000s. So if you want to fork that out, this heavy price tag, I mean, I guess that's up to you. I mean, this set is awesome. Maybe it's worth getting one, but get one used, way cheaper. But hey, let's do what we always do on this channel. Let's see how you can use the pieces that come in this set to build your own creations. Because any LEGO set can be good, but if you can't take this thing apart and use the pieces to make good stuff, well, then it's not a good LEGO set. So how do these LEGO pieces from the 90s hold up today? I want to start off with this amazing windscreen piece. It is so rare to see huge translucent windscreens like this. You just don't see that today. Check out how Zane Houston has used some of these ones in trans orange. These come in Ice Planet sets. Turning these into big old scoops. What a creative idea. I guess this is some sort of mining mech. You can just see this thing scooping up landscape to get those precious resources. Sick. Now imagine how this would look in trans neon green. Over to an older piece, and one that I would love LEGO to bring back. It's a corner convex panel. The Roland Grace has used them here on a sensational knight on a horse. Taking a closer look, you can see that this does indeed do an excellent job of looking like an old school knight helmet. What a brilliant part use. And now, magnets. Official LEGO magnets. I believe this creation by BrickThing uses them for eyes. Because you see this head, it's made using these LEGO Bespin planet pieces. Which, by the way, is a genius idea. But the sides, well, they have no stud connections at all. So how are the eyes attached? Well, I believe that inside these eyes, we have one of these magnets. And then on the inside of the planet element, there's another magnet. And thanks to that, you can attach whatever you want onto the opposite side. Look, it's still using LEGO pieces. It gets the job done. Maybe you'd want some more, I don't know, traditional LEGO connections, but hey, if it works, it works. Magnets are a pathway to many, many good building techniques. So yeah, even just looking at a few pieces in this set, you can see that these old school parts really hold up. Now, let's take a look at a revamp of the Mega Core Magnetizer. Or actually, I should say, you can call this the Multi-Core Magnetizer. Yeah, in 1991, this was actually renamed. Well, there you go. Jarek has taken a stab at modernizing this set, and man, this looks so good. There's a lot more smoother elements on this. You can see some sensationally smoothed out designs on the back and the sides. I mean, doesn't that look brilliant? Even the little hints of greebles and engine details. Wow. And how stunning does it look to add in a nice red border around the cockpit? It just finishes it off so nicely. It's also great that this doesn't stray too far from the original design. The shape, the feel of it, it's very similar. Only now, it's got that sweet Jarek personal touch. I like seeing that in a good revamp. The builder adds their own unique spice, their own flair. And this does that in a wonderful way. Wow. Ah, the 90s. A holy grail era for peak toy design. This set is amazing. There'll be links to all the builders that I featured today in the description below, so if you want to see more, check it out. Thanks for watching everyone, happy building, and bye for now. Shout out to Atlanta Brick Co. for giving me a really good deal on this set, and hey, they were even kind enough to give me free international shipping as a little one-off thing. You're the best.